In this video, I wanted to talk to you about the two options that every single one of us have. So if you're looking at me and you notice there's a red bump on my nose, that's because
I told you! My baby beat me up!
So I was laying on the bed, and then for some reason my son threw a ball and it hit me right in the nose, and he had the audacity and the faith to say, "It's okay, Daddy, Jesus will heal you." So I was struggling between angry and proud parent. So now that we got that out the way, I wanted to share a story about my first job out of high school. So I graduated high school, and maybe I was naive or maybe someone lied to me, but I thought I got a high school diploma, the first in my family to graduate high school. All the jobs are gonna be lined up for me. Not to be the CEO or anything, but maybe a manager, supervisor, something, you know, something like that. I didn't have any experience. My GPA wasn't that good, but still, I had a degree. It actually became a lot harder than I thought to find a job, so I started looking the newspaper and the ads. This is way back when. This is before Indeed.com. That was Monster.com. So put a little resume together, and I started applying places. So in the newspaper, I actually found an ad that said, "Hiring supervisors, no experience necessary." I was like, that's it. That's the one that I want. I want to be a manager. I want to be a supervisor. I want to boss people around, tell them what to do, and chill, relax, and take it easy. I went for an interview, and I got hired on the spot. So the first day was super amazing. We went in, the CEO and owner came in, and he gave us a long speech about following your dreams and being successful, and how he started from nothing and he rose to the top, and now he's his own business owner. He can make his own hours and all this exciting, amazing stuff I never heard of. I didn't really know anything about entrepreneurship or what it looks like to own your own business. So I was excited. The rest of the other recruits were excited. There was about probably 15 of us. Took a bunch of notes. The next day we come to work, and again, he gives us this amazing speech and talks to us about being owners, and but even though whenever it gets hard, you gotta get back up and keep trying. And then he starts telling us what the job actually is. Little did I know that I was gonna become one of those guys that you see on the streets that is selling fake cologne. They called it rendition cologne, but really it's a knockoff cologne. I can't lie, it actually smelled pretty good. It didn't last long, but it really did smell pretty good. It smelled like the real ones. So the CEO tells us about the job and how we have to learn the business before we can actually train the people that we're gonna be managing. That's why he says, "I'm hiring managers, no experience needed, because I'm gonna train you to know what to do." So about the third day, I think it was a Wednesday, we went out in about groups of 5, and we started to talk to random people. We went to gas stations, we went to Walmart, parking lot, wherever there were people. And it was summer in Texas, so it was hot. And so to be honest, I'm kind of an introvert. I rap, I speak, I do all these other things, but for the most part, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to strangers. I don't like starting up those conversations. I will now, but it's still not my strong suit. So long story short, so after this, we did that a few days, and then we would come back feeling defeated, feeling humiliated, feeling like, what the heck did I sign up for? And then he would give us one of these encouraging speeches like, "Oh, you're amazing. This is what everyone does. We all go through this, but you're gonna be amazing." So it was a pyramid scheme. After about doing this for 2 weeks, they said we're gonna go on what's called a satellite. A satellite is where you go from either Houston to Austin, or Houston to San Antonio, or Houston to another city, because there's so many people doing it in Houston at the moment. We want to kind of move it around, so we're going to go to another city. What they didn't tell us is the rooming situation. There was about 5 of us that were going from Houston to San Antonio to Austin, back to Houston over the week. We were leaving on a Thursday night, we were coming back on Sunday. There was 5 of us inside of a 1-cab truck. So that means me and another person were sitting in the back of the cab in the heat, driving all the way over there. Terrible idea. At the end of the night, we come together, all 5 of us, we put our money together, and we rent a hotel room. But the room only had 1 to 2 beds for 5 people. And whoever sold the least amount was gonna be the one to sleep on the floor. Terrible, terrible experience. And so it's safe to say I slept on the floor about 2 times. So we get into San Antonio. It's at the nighttime. We're over here talking to random people at a movie theater. We go to a Walmart in the middle of the day and it's hot. I'm dressed up nice. I got a button-down shirt. I got some slacks on, some nice dress shoes. And I'm out there talking to people literally for hours. And if you didn't sell anything, you didn't have money to eat. Thankfully, my parents gave me some money, but I didn't tell anybody else I had some extra money on me. If you didn't sell anything, you didn't eat and you didn't have a place to sleep. That's what it was. They didn't tell us that before we went.